Good morning, dear brothers and sisters. This is your sister, Reverend Melissa, and please forgive me for being in the picture, but not really in the picture in this video, okay? I have a new system with a new webcam device, and I'm still trying to sort out how to work it, so I am not too well versed when it comes to these, but I am doing much better. Many of you do not know that since my last video uploads that my dogs that I had for the past well, I had Bella for nearly 8, almost 9 years, Goldie for almost 11 years. Well, Belle was rehoused because I wanted to focus on my Goldie, and Goldie, when we relocated from Montreal to Florida to Tallahassee, Goldie, the heat was too much, and I still feel that my sister and her children poisoned my dog and killed her, because my Goldie was fine before we went to my sister's house, and actually both my dogs were fine, but my sister complained about the 2 dogs, and they were very well trained, and well, I don't want to revisit all that happened while the animals and I stayed with my sister for the past 4 months. But all I can tell you is that her children were empty vessels, heartless, where my animals were concerned, where I was concerned. And sadly, I had helped raise those children ever since they were born. It was scary to me that these were my flesh and blood, and yet they were truly like strangers to me. Goldie passed away while I lived in Florida. My sister, my oldest sister, and I were able to bury her along with her son, who helped us in a very, very beautiful natural green space out in the wilderness. And she's surrounded by beautiful trees and receives lots of sun and flowering trees, and I planted some seeds so that there will always be beautiful flowers growing where she was laid to rest. So it really took a toll on me. I gained a little bit of weight, and I was depressed for a while. I still have my queen cat, but I'm adjusting. So without further ado, as you can see, I have a new background. I am no longer in Florida. Queenie Cat and we relocated out to Utah. So this is where we are coming to you from now, and I'm loving Utah. I just love the natural beauty, the mountains that are in the Utah Valley on both sides. They're like guardians of this valley, which is very, very cool. They're very tall, and they're very huge and majestic mountains, and you can just see strength in them. And I've been here now for a little over 2 weeks, and let me say that there has not been not one bad day since I have been here. All are bright, beautiful, and sunny. And dear brothers and sisters, I just wanted to speak with you on a few topics today. First of all, I've been observing in the news a lot of information regarding, I don't know if it's the government or who's trying to invoke that patriotism, or trying to invoke those feelings that were around the time of September 11th. Dear brothers and sisters, after everything that we've learned that occurred from that time to today regarding September 11th, Guard your thoughts, guard your words, guard your actions, govern your actions, govern your words, govern your thoughts. Um, Stop allowing yourselves to be played like a fiddle, okay? Yes, the nation came together for the camaraderie for the loss of the innocent victims of 2000 for the victims of September 11th. But this is 2011 now, okay? And what we did not know back then, we know now. So, you know, don't revisit those feelings. All of that crap with the Al Qaeda, the terrorism threats. Those are all it's propaganda. they are they are the manipulators. They're the ones that create the news, okay? They're news creators. News creators, you really need to open your eyes because we've been duped. 100% we've been duped. All of our history is tweaked. Our history of our the dwellers upon the surface of the earth has been tweaked. Not really sure why we're here on the outside of the earth, but we are here. We've survived all the evils that have been placed upon us. So now we, the little grains of sand, are waking up. We need to realize that there are more to our existence than what we can see with our physical eyes. Alright? And I know that a lot of you are not open to the hollow earth theory. And I won't bore you with that because that's something that you're going to have to discover for yourself. But I can tell you, brothers and sisters, that it's true. And we do have an inner sun. There are openings at the poles. What we're being shown in our textbooks is not what is actually on seen on Google Earth, on the maps. And regarding Google Earth, I love you, Google Earth, but Google Earth is tweaked. Okay, Google Earth, everything is smudged, and you can see smudgings beneath the ocean. When you try to take the satellite and go down in certain areas that the satellite does not want you to see what's down there, it becomes blackened. Okay, blackened, and the satellite begins to behave very erratically. There's a world beneath us, but there's a world within our world, and I'm sorry, but I'm ready. Having read and listened to the Olaf Jensen recounting in the diary of Admiral Richard Burge, his accounting of his experience when he went inside, when he inerrantly flew inside to the hollow earth. I have some questions. First of all, regarding the 12 tribes of Israel. Have you ever wondered, for us out here on the outside of the planet, you never hear talk of the 12 tribes of Israel. As a matter of fact, we were led to believe that the 12 tribes of Israel were lost. How is that? How do you lose 12 tribes of Israel? Not only were the 12 tribes of Israel lost, if the 12 tribes of Israel were lost, then how is it that the one tribe, Judah, the Jews, remain? Seems like some finagling, some major finagling occurred, whereas here on the outer earth there was only one so-called tribe remaining, the Jews. Alright? And I am not a hater of no race of people, but these questions have to be asked. And that is it seems that all of our media are owned by wealthy Jewish businessmen companies. The Hollywood is managed by wealthy, powerful Jewish moguls. um, it seems that in every aspect of human life for humans on the outer surface of the world, that some aspect of our lives is controlled by a Jewish mogul. Okay? We have observed how in the music industry they determine what we listen regarding our music, they determine what we watch on television, they're determining what films we're watching, and may I add that most of it is negative? Negative? And they're not kind, they're not all loving, not all kind, not all loving. And the music that we're being given is not music that edifies the spirit and expands enlightenment and growth. No, it's the opposite of that. And yet Olaf Jensen, when he and his father, by era again inerrantly, traveled into the inner earth and met the inhabitants therein, they were told that they were the 12 tribes of Israel and that they worship Yahweh. So now how is it that on the inner earth you have these great men of stature, these wonderful people who worship Yahweh, but on the outside of the earth we have this one tribe that presumably remained after all the other tribes disappeared, the Jews, and by chance they have a God that they worship that we were told that is Jehovah, but they never pronounce his name. Oh, his name is too sacred to pronounce. And yet there was no mention of that with Olaf Jensen. They boldly stated that they were the lost, that they were the 12 tribes of Israel, and that they worship Yahweh. Alright, so looks like we know who the enemies of mankind are. Sorry. You had your control of us. We're over it. You have a lot to account for. A lot to account for. We will not be your judge. Abba, Amma, Father, Mother, Yehovah will be your judge. The righteous one is, the righteous one lives. You have no power over the holy angels of Yehovah. You have no power over his anointed sons and daughters of righteousness. You can try to poison our foods, poison our air, poison our water supply. Now all of a sudden all of these horrible weather disasters are occurring that you're tampering with your whoever you are that are behind all of these disasters. You're trying to make 3/4 of the citizens of the world homeless. You're trying to kill off the animals. You are just you are evil incarnate. And you are you forgot about the flower of life. Everything you do, regardless as to whether it be seen or unseen, it comes back to you, not no one else. It comes back to you. So with that said, dear brothers and sisters, have a blessed Sabbath day. I love you all, and please forgive me for all of my Google Earth, Hollow Earth, Inner Earth videos, but take them with a grain of salt, but also know that you have to live your lives worthily. In order to go to the next level, you have